decided before the show, this young gentleman from Cortland, 16 years old, his handicap is 59, but we voted on it.
Yeah.
We voted on it beforehand. He gets an extra pin.
True.
60 pins.
Right. Well, the reason for the 60 pins is that I've won 3 matches in a row, so I've got to give away an extra pin or so.
3 in a row. That is by far the longest winning streak you have had since I've been doing the show.
True. If I fall off this pedestal, I'll be something.
Well, you can't fall that far.
Well, you never could tell.
All right. Middle school challenge match. It's Fremont Lanes v. Syracuse. You have a tie there, and Masonic Lanes to Ryder.
Right. Now, Masonic Lanes are to Ryder. Their coaches right here. They have 2 coaches, Betty Steele. And her other coach is her daughter's going to be on the team. So we should have a nice match. Although Fremont Lanes bowled an exciting match to win last week by 4 pins.
All right. Now, Elmira Free Academy goes against John F. Kennedy of Utica in the high school match.
Now, Elmira Free Academy is here for their 4th week, 3rd defense. They got 1 more week if they can win this week. They've showed real good class. They've been steady right along. But I think that John F. Kennedy out of Utica might change their plans a little bit.
And Elmira Free Academy was dancing to the opening bumper music as we started. But they're not going to be dancing. They're going to be bowling later.
Right.
And we'll have our first match with Marty right after this.
All right. Beautiful. Here we go. High school match. And Laurie Martin. Don't forget that's Minute Maid soda.
That's right.
Yes. The
2 to the champs.
Yep.
1 to the runners-up.
Right. This is
Minute Maid soda.
Laurie Martin for Elmira Free Academy leads the 1-3-6.
You know, I've been lackadaisical.
Oh, I'll say. How are we doing with the announcements anyway? How far you got?
A little bit off, but
okay.
Listen, there's 10 frames to go. We'll get it in there.
Okay. Going for the 1-3-6. Very good.
She's there. Well, the 21st annual Salve Recreation Handicap Doubles Tourney going on now through July 1st. For information, call Salve Recreation at 488-8072.
That's Amy Zielinski out of John F. Kennedy of Utica. Good swing. Crossing over. Strike. All right. You got that one launched pretty good. Did a great job. We got a couple more there, haven't we? Oh, we are still looking for bowlers to join the Wednesday evening Senior Juniors League up to South Jeff Lanes in Adams. Teams and individuals are needed. For information, call Dan Benton at South Jeff. Okay.
And the number there is 232-4541.
Right. It's right across the street from Macy's Golf Course, where I'll be at the Fillmore Lanes this afternoon, bowling in the bowl golf at my good friend Gordy Matrow's establishment. Junior and senior. Oh, hang on there, Mr.
Just gets 1.
Yep. Chris Meek. Yep, that's 700 Club is having their annual bowl golf. And
we're going to have to talk to Chris.
Yes.
Because he has, as one of his bowling goals, to be on TV 18 Challenge Bowling.
Oh, well, that is a satellite of ours, you know.
All right.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
So, actually...
all right. So we've actually... He's made it on 2 shows at once.
Right. He doubleheader. A 2-in-1 program for him. Yes.
WETM.
I got to thank Betty Steele for the nice job they did with that beautiful photo album, and Mr. Cummings, also the junior bowlers in Cortland. They do a great job there. All the Cortland Association coaches. Oh, Sandy Tenney, a little bit too fast. Sandy's a young, aggressive bowler. Rolls the ball real strong. Good follow through. Last week on that lane, she got a strike. For you folks didn't watch last week's match, Elmira defeated Canastota High School last week with a very convincing 155 game, and I don't think either one of these... Oh, I better keep still. They got a goal to beat.
Well, she got some coaching and took advantage of what she heard.
What's that? Good strong swing right in the pocket. Crunch. Second effort. Okay. We got Bob Schweiter. 7. Ooh, 3. Pull the ball way across to the left. Is he on the spare? No? All right, second effort over here for Bob. Did the same thing as Sandy. Sandy pulled the ball to the left. He rolled the ball to the left. And my good friend Stan Zebiak, he's over there in the corner with his baseball hat. What do we got? Off the wall? Oh, won't go down. 5-pin won't go down. No luck. All right, John Lamarck. And he's,
we won't say it.
Well, he's had 3 strikes in practice. Let's see what happens now.
He got it.
He had 3 strikes in practice, 3 out of 4. Good
and
ball.
John, the person who was dancing to
yeah,
the theme music.
Right. What's this ball? Crunch. Nice shot there by Dominic Calandro. Nice
now
shot.
he has the pins dancing.
Yes. What's this? This young man flips the ball to the left off the wall, leaves 3-pin.
Bowling Green Lanes, first annual one-ball singles tourney, 7 ways to win with on-spot awards. This event is going on now and will continue through August 9th. For information, call Bowling Green Lanes
at 458-6220. And this one ball is one ball in each lane going across lanes. Strike or no count. Nice spare. Okay. John Losito. John Losito would like to keep it going for his teammates. Big Mark McBain is right there cheering him on. Yes, there he is. There's Moose right there, applauding. Watch this ball. Light in the pocket, but dominoes. Everything goes down. Ooh, what pin action. Okay.
Moose has been on the show, hasn't he?
Huh?
Moose has been on the show.
Yes, he was with Liverpool. He graduated. They had a very strong team. Kevin Vos over here gets 1 pin. He's got to keep the feet slow and reach out for that head pin. See, these youngsters were on our middle school teams. They are now in the high school. So they've gone up. They're going up the ladder to tougher competition. Second effort, 7. So, well, after 5 frames, you know, what happens after 5 frames? We talk about
Goldpin Fun Centers, Fremont Lanes, East Syracuse.
Right.
High Lanes in Homer. High Score Bowling Lanes in Earlville.
Correct.
Ides Lanes in Ithaca. Imperial Lanes, East Syracuse, and Lakeview Lanes in Fulton.
Right. And Minute Maid Orange Soda.
Soda, the amazing soda. Delicious tasting and vitamin enriched. This new soda is sure to be everyone's favorite. Hurry to your nearby store for the new Minute Maid Soda. The amazing soda. A product of the Coca-Cola Company.
Also, you know, we mentioned Ides Lanes. This weekend, they're bowling the Empire Games, qualifying rounds at the Empire Games at Ides.
First year that bowling will be a sport at the Empire State Games.
And they also are having a seniors Empire Games. You know that, New York City Empire Games?
Yes.
And they're rolling it this week in the Cortland area.
Actually, that's the seniors at the Empire State Games is very interesting.
Yes, it is, because they...
Anyway, the New York State Senior Games being held June 20th, 21st, and 22nd at Recreation Alleys, Cortland, and Court Lanes, Cortland. For those of you interested in viewing these senior games at these establishments, may do so starting at 8 a.m. each day. For further information, call Recreation Alleys at 753-9339 and Court Lanes at 753-3323.
And that's in the 607 area code. So you give them a call. Seniors, citizens.
Amy had a strike in the first time she was up.
Looking for the second one. She gets it. Young lady has got a lot of potential. Watch this ball crosses over, but carries that 3-pin, knocks off that 6 and the 10 beautifully.
And of course, there is no competition between TV3 and TV18.
No.
Same show.
Same show.
In Elmira and Syracuse.
Right.
Carried over 2 stations.
Okay, Chris, you got a lot of wood there. You leave the 1 and the 3, Chris. Chris Meek. Good count. So, another thing we got to congratulate is a young lady who has been on our show. Bowled with the Cortland High School team. That's Denise O'Connell. You want to talk a little bit about her?
She won the New York State Women's Scratch Division, outscoring 10 other students in Albany.
That's right. And she goes on to bigger and better things because on July 16th, she goes to Seattle, Washington for the national championships and a possible $5,000 scholarship. She's already, good count here, already won a scholarship out of New York State, looking for bigger and better things. Denise O'Connell, the Roosevelt Super, and her mother's just a wonderful person. Matter of fact, she teaches school in DeRuyter. Okay, yes, I thank you. Hang on. Okay, Sandy Tenney, who got 3 pins and a made to spare second effort. Good, strong swing. Good, strong swing. Boy, that is strong. At least a 3, 5, and a 6. Yes, sir. Can't say enough about the junior programs in the Cortland area. Junior bowlers there and their coaches do a wonderful job. And we see Betty Thiel and her coaches there are really seeing the fruits of their labors. The last 2 years are just blossoming out to be pretty good bowlers. They're going to be stars. Okay, Bob Swider. Let's see what happens here.
Nice approach.
Yes. Oh, trips to 4. So, have we got a match? Mary Jane Engloff puts up the score. Watch this ball. Watch the ball come in high. Head pin comes off the wall, trips out to 4. All right. John Lamarck, who had 3 strikes in practice, looking for it. Oh, got it out too far. Leaves the 1, 2, and 8. 137 for the defending champs. They aren't pressed yet, but they could be. There's some 26 pins ahead at the moment. Don't forget the Empire Games this weekend at Ides Lanes in Ithaca. And next weekend, the seniors, New York State Senior Games.
Is that a frustration you find in the bowling community that it's not an Olympic sport? Do they
yes, well,
wish that it was?
We've been the... oh, boy. Trouble. Oh, we've been the Roger Dangerfield of the sports world anyway. Watch this ball. Goes out there, and it crunches in the pocket. 10 pins in the pit. That makes it a 17-pin difference here.
Coming on.
Jen Losito could do it right here. Wow, bombs away with that ball. That's what they say on the tour, Lockup City. 20, 50, 80. No, not yet. It's got to have one more.
And in 88, bowling will be a tryout sport in the Olympics.
Right.
So it's possible it will be seen as on the competitive level in 92.
That's the lockup right there. I thought first one was a lockup, but the second one was the lockup. Watch this ball. Crunch. That's
John
super.
having fun out there.
Oh, yes. See. John's quite all right. He's showing Moose how to do it. That's going to be there. Wow. 3 strikes, 187. They want to come back next week to go undefeated. And in order to do that, they got to bowl 18.
Glass sky high.
Yeah.
And they'll be sky high.
Okay, Kevin. So it'll be Plasky going against Elmira Free Academy. Has he got the spare? All right, Kevin. Atta baby.
Threw it hard, which is what he had to do to get
He
that.
covered it. 150-something. That's not too bad. 30 pins, though. Very good.
And we'll be back to talk to the bowlers right after this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here are your hosts, Marty Perino and Roger Springfield.